This video tutorial will demonstrate how to use the Distributed Generation for Resilience Planning Guide, developed as part of the Combined Heat and Power for Resiliency Accelerator under the Department of Energy's Better Buildings Initiative. We will briefly go through the structure of the guide while highlighting useful resources such as the CHP and Resiliency screening tools. To access the guide, you will find a link in the description below. This guide is a web-based tool that provides information and resources on how distributed generation, with a focus on combined heat and power, can help communities, utilities, and organizations meet resilience goals and ensure critical infrastructure remains operational regardless of external events. It will also help evaluate if certain DG technologies are a good fit to support resilience goals for critical infrastructure in a specific jurisdiction, territory, or organization. The guide is broken into two sections: Background and 101 Basics. The background pages form the backbone of the tool and can be accessed using the top row of navigation buttons on each page. They provide targeted background information for decision makers, utilities, and others looking to identify opportunities for CHP and critical infrastructure. The Take Action page offers a short step-by-step process to quickly assess a critical infrastructure portfolio to identify high-priority candidate facilities for further assessment. And the Resource Library page includes links to all relevant associated resources. The 101 Basics pages provide an introduction to key topics including critical infrastructure, combined heat and power, how to apply distributed energy resources, microgrids, CHP and critical infrastructure, and useful case studies. These can all be accessed using the second row of navigation buttons at the top of each page. All pages include a table of contents to provide an overview of the page and allow quick navigation to specific sections. There is also a link to the guide sitemap, which provides a complete table of contents for the entire guide. And the homepage provides direct links with short descriptions to each of these sections, as well as links to the CHP Site Screening Tool and Resilience Risk Evaluation Tool. The CHP Screening Tool assesses the potential for the deployment of CHP for critical infrastructure based on impacts on energy resilience, energy costs, and critical requirements. There is both an online version that allows you to evaluate individual sites and a downloadable Excel version that allows you to evaluate multiple sites and save those evaluations. To use the screening tool, you enter the site energy-related information on the left side of the tool and resiliency screening information on the right side. You can specify if your energy data is monthly or annual. You can then select whether you are entering the energy use or cost. And finally, you can set the fuel energy units you will be using. This represents the primary fuel used at the site, which would most commonly be natural gas. Next, you will select the state. This will activate the option for fuel pricing estimates by state. If you do not know your energy unit pricing, you can then click on the Pricing Help links, which will give you the option to use the average energy unit pricing for that state. After that, you can enter the rest of the energy data based on the settings you've selected and the annual operating hours at the site. To complete the resiliency screening section, you will first select the facility type. Some facility types might have a required secondary question. You will then proceed to assign resiliency and related rankings from low to high for government continuity, location, leverage and scalability, life safety, economic impact, and whether or not the site is part of a microgrid. For a brief description of each of these factors, you can hover your mouse over the information icon. After completing all the questions, you will immediately be provided the estimated CHP potential, which will be limited, medium, or high with a corresponding red, yellow, or green highlighting. You will also be provided contact information for the DOE CHP Technical Assistance Partnership responsible for the selected state, who can assist you with free support and further analysis. If needed, there are also a number of example sites available that can be loaded into the tool by clicking the example number. And at any time, the tool can be cleared by clicking the Reset button. And there is an Excel version of the screening tool available that only includes the resiliency screening called the Resilience Risk Evaluation Tool. You will find a link to it on the homepage. For more information, please visit the Better Buildings CHP for Resiliency Accelerator page, linked to in the description below. Thank you for watching.